name is Gervais Williams. I'm a fund manager. I work at Miton Group plc. I've been investing for over 30 years and I'm really known for investing not just in UK portfolios but actually particularly UK portfolios with a bias towards smaller micro-cap companies. The book's due to be published on Monday, the 5th of December, and what's interesting about the book is it's actually coming out with certain conclusions which hopefully will be sparking a debate about these kind of issues. How are we collectively, as an industry, going to deliver a more attractive return for our clients at a time perhaps when markets are producing not such great returns? And it's the whole point about us hopefully delivering a more attractive return for clients going forward. Ultimately, it's about finding a way of really thinking through a subject. And that's really where the Retreat of Globalisation came from. It was me thinking about how the world is changing as we move beyond Brexit and the changing market trends we're suffering at the moment. The Retreat of Globalisation is really about how things have been changing for the last 30 years. We've enjoyed a long period of globalisation of trade. In combination, we've seen the adoption of debt and the enhancement of growth through that period. And on top of that, profit margins have doubled, bond yields have come down. It's been a period when valuations have moved up across markets as well. So for the last 30 years, really, investors have enjoyed extraordinary rates of return. And the Retreat of Globalisation is really about how those trends are beginning to run out and how we're beginning to look at a different trend going forward. Social attitudes have largely been consistent for 30 years, but just in the last 2 or 3 years, we're starting to see unusual patterns are coming through. There's a hardening of attitudes towards globalisation that's leading to a change in political preferences. We're seeing that reflected in all sorts of elections, such as those in the US or those going on in the UK, but also in the Brexit vote itself, which has driven a change in attitudes. And that change in attitudes is a reflection of changing trends going forward. I suppose the key issue is that really for the last 30 years we've all got very used to using indexation as a mainstream strategy and outperforming indexes if we can. Actually, going forward, the trouble is that actually investment risk is rising. The risk of downside on stock-specific events may be more significant going forward, and therefore as investors we're going to have to move away from indices, moving back into stock selection on a one-by-one basis, widening the opportunity set so that we can actually invest right the way across the markets and hopefully take part on those best companies, those companies which are the companies which are best placed to enjoy productivity improvement and deliver super service levels.